Let's say that you have multiple worksheets that you want to combine into a summary worksheet. And in this case, I have a sum of 1 through 4, and you can see sheet 1, 2, 3, and 4 exist. And if I go through sheet 1, I have a cell B2, which is 1. Sheet 2 has B2, which is 10. Sheet 3 has B2, which is 100. And sheet 4 has B2, which is 1,000. So if we add these all together, we should end up with 1,111. And if I come to sheet sum of 1 through 4, you'll see that through this formula, all of those different sheets and specifically the B2 cell were added together, and that gave a total of 1,111. Now another way that that could be done is by using the sum formula, and if you use the sum formula, really it's just going to be sheet 1 B2 comma sheet 2 B2 comma, and you list all the sheets that you want to sum together. Now this is how you would bring these sheets together to give you a total. And examples of where this would be used, you could have products that are being rolled up to give you a business unit view. You could have business units that are being rolled up into a division. You could have divisions that are being rolled up into a company. But what you're doing is consolidating identical worksheets. That's really the requirement to do this type of formula. And the beauty of this formula is you can just drag it then across the sheet, and it will sum everything that's coming up on the sheets behind. There's nothing behind, so it's coming up with 0, but it is doing a sum. Now this formula is kind of long, kind of cumbersome, and if you have tabs that are named long names, then this formula is going to get really long. Now a quick way to get around that is to instead create some blank dummy tabs and just call them, really you could call them anything, but here I'm calling it the less than sign. And then I want to sum sheets 5, 6, 7, and 8, so I'm going to put a greater than on the other side of these. So you can see I've kind of bracketed and contained these through 2 dummy sheets. Now, if I come to sum of 5 through 8, I have a formula here now instead where I say sum, and then I have those brackets, and then I say B2. So what this is telling Excel is to sum B2 for everything that is on that first less than sheet, and sum everything then until you get to that final sheet that is the greater than symbol. And you can see if I go to sheet 5, it's 2, sheet 6 is 20, sheet 7 is 200, sheet 8 is 2,000, so that would be 2,222, and that's exactly what it equals. Now watch what happens if I put something in B2 on this less than. So let's say I add 1,111. If I put that there, and if the other ones are adding up to 2222, we should end up with 3333. And if I come here, you'll see it's now 3333. So be careful, you don't want to have anything on this dummy sheet if you're going to use it as a bracket. But neat way to set up spreadsheets. And then let's say that I was going to have another sheet over here. I can bring this over and I want to do another sum. Well, I can just then start with another bracket. And now I'm starting my next group that I want to do a sum on. The other thing I'll mention is that this could have been January, February, March, all the way to November and then December. And in that situation, the formula works out really nice because you just do sum, and then for the less than symbol you would have had the word Jan, and then for the greater than the word December. So it's a nice way to add the full year financials then if you have monthly tabs into a consolidated view.